Yeah, it's been an exciting last 2 weeks for the cross country program. We set up our schedule so we could compete in some very large, highly populated meets. 2 weeks ago at Louisville, we were pretty excited about running on that course. It's where the regional championships will be. They've hosted NCAAs for Division I, II, and III at that site. So we knew we needed to get in a large meet. And things went well. The guys finished seventh in a field of 41. The men moved into the first Southeastern rankings. We're 15th in the Southeast region right now, first time in about 2 years. So it's showing some real progress. It was the first time we've pretty much had our full squad back together with Gable Dersham in there. Everybody who raced ran a personal best time over 8K. We kept our 1 to 5 spread, which is real important in cross country, to 42 seconds. But more importantly, we had 10 gentlemen under 25, between 24:15 and 25:48, which was pretty exciting to see that sort of depth. So our 1 to 7 spread is just under a minute, which is real important, especially in a big meet. The women did well. We added one more lady back into the mix. Pretty much everybody ran a personal best. They finished 9th out of 41 teams. There was 480 athletes competing. It's a different experience, and this group of athletes haven't had an opportunity to race in a large race like that. So to take them up there is giving them that experience getting ready. This past weekend, we ran a few individuals on the men's side down in Charlotte at the Royals Challenge, and it was the driest, dustiest cross-country meet I've ever seen. I was trying to explain to somebody, there was 540 athletes, and when they came by the crowd, it looked like 540 Peanuts characters, a pig pen running by. There was a breeze, and you were just covered in dust. So a few athletes struggle a little bit, with some breathing issues because of it, but all the men that competed, the 3 men, ran PRs. Lawson Benfield, our lone senior on the team, ran probably a 32-second PR with a 25:29. Our women's team, it was a smaller group, but they were still able. 62 women's teams lined up. They finished 22nd against some of the best Division II teams in the country. And we set that up for the athletes who did not compete at Louisville. And now we're just excited about the progress they've been making, having everyone pretty much back in the lineup, moving to Kernersville this weekend for the High Point Vert Cross.
So going back 2 weeks, you had another Player of the Week in the Sun Belt in Ryan Brown, who had top 20 finish at Louisville. So now you've had 2 different men's runners get Player of the Week this year. Just talk about maybe a little bit of the balance you've seen so far on the men's side.
Well, the nice thing is those 2 guys are roommates. Those 2 fellas, Ryan Brown and Isaac Benz, spent 2 weeks of the summer up at Estes Park and Telluride running at altitude. So they've been thick as thieves all summer, enjoying traveling, trading out workouts. The exciting thing is Ryan Brown, being a sophomore, his brother runs for Carolina, and he beat his brother's PR on the same course, so he's got the notch on the family. And Isaac was excited because they worked together. They were 5 seconds apart, but there was like 8 people in 5 seconds. So it's pretty exciting.
Okay, now the women's side, you mentioned a ton of PRs across the board. Just talk about the progress they've made over the course of the season with such a young group.
Yeah, it's been pretty exciting for the ladies because they've really bought in, trusted the process. Everyone wonders how freshmen are going to step in. And Sarah Sandreuter, non-scholarship freshman, she's in the honors program. She chose App because of the honors program. And she stepped in and has been in our top 5. Lila Peters is a freshman from Sanderson High School in Raleigh, steps up, and she's running between number 4 and 6. And the 2 seniors on the team, we talk about some of the younger ladies, but 2 seniors on the team, Natalie Richardson and Sarah Venable, they've never traveled to a conference meet in cross country before. And now they're sitting in our number 2, 4 spot. there's only one athlete in our top 7 that has any conference championship experience. And for them to be those 6 athletes to step up in the top 7, 2 of them being seniors, really, putting a cap on their careers here. That's been probably one of the nicest things, especially with Sarah Venable dropped almost a minute off her PR from high school at Louisville. So to have 3 ladies with personal bests between 17:25 and 17:50, that's a good top 3, as good a top 3 as we've had in years. Even last year's team had 5 ladies up between 17:25 and 17:58, and to have 3 ladies, 2 of whom had no experience at the conference level, that just shows the hard work they've put in.
Okay, well, into this, you mentioned you're running over in Kernersville. High Point's hosting it this weekend. This is your last meet before conference. So what are you looking for this weekend as you focus on heading to conference in early November?
Basically, staying the course. They've bought in. We're not going to change anything. It's been working. We've individualized some workouts leading up to this point. Move some things around for individual athletes, but trust the process. And they've been buying in and trusting the process, believing in themselves. It's a different course because they're moving from 5K to 6K. So some of the freshmen have never run a 6-kilometer race, and the difference between a 5K just seems nominal, but it really has a big difference. The positive is this course is where the North Carolina State High School Championships is. So a good number of our athletes are very familiar with the terrain, the course. The weather looks like it's going to be nice. The whole team will be together for the first time in a race since our home meet 4 weeks ago. So, just stay the course. Don't screw it up. They're doing a good job. My job is get there on time and make sure they keep doing what they're doing and staying healthy. And they're doing that.